A week of eating your greens and jogging is often rewarded with a pizza and a bottle of cola. But here to give us some tips on making a more sustainable change is Val Little, manager of the Healthy Living Centre in Manchester, and Aroon Patel, who also volunteers there. Guys, thank you very much for coming in. Much appreciated.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we should sort of really clear up what the actual centre is. It's part of the NHS, isn't it?
It is, yeah. I'm employed by NHS Manchester, and I manage a collection of projects out in the community. Aroon is one of our volunteers that works in one of those projects, which is WFM, Healthy Radio Show. We have a radio show, and
so you've got your own show now. I see why you volunteered. Now I'm getting it right. I see. What does that involve doing then? What does that entail?
Well, you become you do. Be a DJ, you can be a DJ, and also you interview people.
Yeah.
You can also go outside and interview people, so you're developing different skills.
Right. And what kind of, is there some general kind of no-nos that you're picking up a lot from people? I mean, before we came on here, you sort of mentioned sort of men in particular seem to be quite bad at looking after themselves health-wise.
Yeah.
I know I'm pretty phasal with it. I can sort of go through good phases and bad phases. What kind of thing have you noticed generally?
OK. Well, men tend not to look after themselves, contrary to the belief that women say they're whingers and moaners.
I feel well guilty now. I've got my head down a little bit there as well.
They tend not to look after themselves. So we're working with a group at the moment, a men's cooking group in Manchester, which are elderly men, and they've just produced a cookbook of recipes and healthy tips, which are easy to cook for one if you're on your own as a man, or if you just want to be a bit more adventurous. And we've got that available at the Healthy Living Network.
It's difficult, isn't it? Because I suppose it's the kind of lazy aspect, isn't it, of actually getting around to cook for yourself, I guess. Is that the kind of thing you're trying to get people to see that it's easier than you think, I guess?
Yeah.
You need a few dishes, don't you, in your up your sleeves, don't you?
Yeah, you do. I think you need confidence to try new things, and also if you are living alone, or you're on benefits or low income, you perhaps don't want to experiment as much as if you're working, because you don't want to waste food, and food's quite expensive at the moment.
Yeah.
So we cook in a group, so we will fund the food and fund the worker to help men cook. And lots of different groups as well. So that's a good tip, if you look for groups in the area to do some cooking with.
What kind of person is it that's been coming into the centre then? Is it a varied amount, or is it a general type of person?
Well, generally it's people in Manchester. We have quite poor health outcomes in Manchester. We're one of the worst in the country for health.
Why do you think that is?
A collection of reasons, really. I think there's a lot of poverty in Manchester, as compared with the South East and Chelsea and Kensington and, more affluent areas. So there's a collection, so poverty is a main reason. We also find that some groups suffer worst in terms of health outcomes. For example, some black and minority ethnic communities, might be on low income. Travelling communities, refugee and asylum seekers, people who are unemployed. And we're seeing that a lot now, people who are unemployed, and worklessness. And if you're on benefits, food's expensive.
Yeah.
You can't waste food, so you tend to eat the same thing or eat stodge to fill you up.
And these are kind of people you're sort of trying to reach out to with this scheme. And how do people get in touch with you then if they're interested in sort of taking part in any way? What's the best way of getting in touch? Well,
if they're interested in taking part in any, because we run lots of different groups like exercise, the WFM show, lots of sort of cooking, volunteering, dancing, socials. If they contact a Healthy Living Network, and we're on the website, Healthy Living Network, part of NHS Manchester. So if they go on the NHS Manchester website, you'll find the details there.
Oh, smashing. Thank you very much then, guys. Well, I feel a little bit healthier already, and good luck with your show then.